Hi everyone. So today we are going to discuss about force, which is present in 8th class textbook, physical science first chapter. Okay. So coming to the topic, what is meant by force? What is meant by? My question is, what is meant by? What is meant by force? Simple definition: a push or pull. A push or pull of an object is known as is known as force. Okay. Now coming to example of force, few examples I will give. Just opening a door. Opening a door is example of force. Next, first example. Second example, uh, pushing a car. Pushing a car is example of force. Okay, this is example of forces. Now identify the push or pull. Okay, identifying push or pull. This is also side heading. Identify the push or pull. In this first one, digging a borewell. It is push or pull. Second one. First one is digging a borewell. Second one is cleaning a blackboard. Cleaning a blackboard. It is push or pull. Which one? It is push or pull. Next one. Third one. First one is cleaning a blackboard. First one is digging a borewell. Second one is cleaning a blackboard. Next, force on pot. Force on a pot. Next, fourth one is by using magnetic force. By using bar magnets. Movement in the nails. Okay, movement in the nails. Now tell me, digging a borewell, either it is push or pull. It is push. Okay, it is push. Now cleaning a blackboard, it is pull. And force on a car, it is push. And by using bar magnet, movement in the nails, it is pull. Okay, so this is identifying the push or pull. Now we are going to discuss about types of forces. Generally, how many types of forces are there? Now force definition is completed. Now we are discussing about types of forces. There are generally we learn about 4 types of forces. There are 4 types of forces. They are, first one is contact force. Second one is muscular force. Third one is electrostatic force or electrostatic force. Fourth one is gravitational force. Okay. Gravitational force. These are the types of forces. So, just we continued about forces. In that, types of forces also completed. Now, in that, first one is contact force. Contact force. Simply we can say a force which is applied on an object by using push or pull or muscular force. Okay. So the contact force means the force which is acting on your body or on your object, acting on an object by using contact with the object is called contact force. Okay. For this example, we can say using muscular force on an object. Example, we can say using muscular force on your objects. Okay, using muscular force on an objects. Okay, now the relation between force and friction. Next, the relation between force and friction. Okay. So what is meant by force as well as what is meant by friction? Here we represent force is in capital F and friction is in small f. Friction is in small f. Okay. So we already know what is meant by force. Here for force it is Newton. SI unit is Newton. For friction, SI unit is Newton per meter square. Okay. So this is the difference between Newton as well as Newton per meter square. Why we are saying friction per Newton per meter square? Which means friction is the opposing force which acts on the object. Okay, which acts on the object, or the force which acting against to the normal force. Okay, against to the normal force is known as friction. Okay, here we can say example. We can say, for example, a car is moving on your road. A car is moving on your road. If it is moving in this direction, force will be acted in this direction, but friction will be acts opposed to the direction. Otherwise, one more example, when if you are cycling a bicycle, then suddenly apply the brakes. After some time, touch the brakes, we will feel some hotness in the brakes. Why? Because friction is used to stop the bicycle. Okay, this is about force as well as friction, the relation between force as well as friction. Now identifying the muscular force. Identifying muscular forces. Okay, in that, first one is identifying muscular forces. Digging a borewell. We are using muscular force only. Second one, erasing the board. Erasing the blackboard. Muscular force only. I am using my muscular force. Erasing the blackboard. Third one, dragging the cycle. Dragging the cord. It is also muscular force. Fourth one, pushing a cord. Fifth one, pushing or pulling it out. Those all these come under to identifying the muscular forces. Okay. Now we are going to learn about different forces which acts on the same object. Okay. Now already it is completed. The force which is acting on a ball at different surfaces. Okay, the force which is acting on a ball at different surfaces. For example, if we consider a cricket ball, if that cricket ball we are playing on a wet ground, which means completely dry, completely wet. If we are playing on a wet ground, then that cricket ball is uneasily moved from one place to another place. Okay, why? The ground is so wet, and the force which is acting on that ball is also used to stop the ball at certain position. If you are playing on a dry ground, then that object is used to move fastly while comparing to the wet ground. Okay, so here I am considering one inclined plane. I am taking a ball and leaning from the top of the inclined plane. What will happen? The ball will move easily from top of the inclined plane to the speed of the until the ball remains to be in motion only until frictional force will act on it. Force will be act in this direction. After some time, the ball is moving with force and frictional force will act towards the ball. Okay, this is inclined plane. Okay, so this is about forces which is acting on different surfaces. Like that, if frictionless body, if this is frictionless inclined plane, this is previously it is inclined plane, now it is frictionless inclined plane. What will happen? Frictionless inclined plane means the body or the ball will move until an external or opposing force will act on it. Okay, will act on it. Next one. Next one. Next force. Next force is third one is electrostatic force. Electrostatic force. In electrostatic force, the force which is acting on objects electrically we are knowing. Okay. For example, consider a balloon or consider a comb and wrap it with, you all know about it, taking a comb and wrap with some cloth, silk cloth, and after some time take few paper pieces and keep the comb on the paper pieces. What will happen? The comb will attract those paper pieces. Why? Because there are electrically charged particles. Okay, there are electrically charged particles. This comb is negatively charged as well as the paper is positively charged particles. I am writing here that only. Considering a comb and rub it with a silk cloth. Take few paper pieces and keep near to the comb. These paper pieces will attract to the comb. Attract to the comb because the comb is electrically negative charged. Negative charge. And paper pieces are positively charged. With this, it will attract each other. Okay. This is about electrostatic force. Now, next one is magnetic force. There is one activity for you, magnetic forces. Next one is magnetic forces. Okay. For this activity is consider a bowl. Consider a bowl. Consider a bowl. In this bowl, completely filled with water. Bowl is completely filled with water. Now place nails in the bowl. Okay, place nails in the bowl. After that, take a bar magnet. This is nails. And this is North Pole, South Pole bar magnet. Okay. Now what will happen? By using this bar magnet, just move the bar magnet on the top of the bowl without touching the nails. What will happen? These nails also float on the water. If we move right side, then these nails also move right side, as well as if we move left side, then these nails also move left side along with the bar magnet. So the force which is acting on an object by using magnetic force is known as magnetic forces. Okay. So gravitational force, next one. Next one is gravitational force. Next one is gravitational force. We all know if any object which is falling from the top, for example, I throw this chalk piece upwards, then what will happen? It will go upwards only? No, it will come down. After some time it will come down. Why? Because the force which is acting against the earth is known as gravitational force. With the gravitational force as well as friction only, we are able to move as well as we are able to stand. Okay, so this is about gravitational force. And I already given you small assignment for you. Write the assignment well. If you have any doubts, just raise the doubts in the assignment. Okay, thank you. And tomorrow we are going to discuss about remaining topic of the force, as well as what are the activities which are present in the force, remaining tension. All these also we are going to discuss tomorrow. Okay, thank you.